What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, you know I appreciate it. All that information is in the description box below. Make sure you go to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks, subscribe over there, and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now let's get into this topic. All right, y'all. Now, this story comes out of Oklahoma, Ada, Oklahoma. Agents from the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations arrested the wife of Pastor Dave Evans in connection to his murder. Now, First Lady Christy Donnell Evans, 47 years old, was taken into custody Thursday, March 25th, after confessing her role in her husband's murder to agents. First Lady Evans is being held at a local county jail. Just after 1 a.m. on Monday, March 22nd, First Lady Evans placed a 911 call stating an intruder entered her home and shot her husband. When officers arrived to the residence, they found Pastor Dave Evans with a gunshot wound. Authorities said that Pastor Dave Evans later died at the scene. Now, the Ada Police Department requested assistance from the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation into the homicide, and a full investigation into the murder began. And that's when agents also arrested Khalil Demi Square, 26 years old, at his residence in connection with Pastor Dave Evans' murder. Now, there's a lot more to this story, but I'm going to get into that later. But first, I'm going to let you all watch this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me, I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
The wife of an Ada pastor who was shot and killed in his home early Monday morning has now been arrested. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says 47-year-old Christy Donnell Evans was taken into custody after confessing to her role in the murder of her husband, Dave Evans. Another man, 26-year-old Khalil Demi Square, was also arrested in connection to the killing of the 50-year-old Baptist pastor. Police responded to Evans' home around 1 on Monday morning after Christy called and said an intruder had shot her husband.
I woke up to a loud pop. You woke up to a loud pop? You think someone shot your husband?
Yes.
Okay.
When you heard him pull the blood, and I said, oh my God.
It's okay, babe.
Christy admitted to asking Square to kill her husband and left a door unlocked so he could get in the home and shoot the pastor while he was in bed. Evans died at the scene. His wife is being held in Pontotoc County Jail. Square is in the Cleveland County Jail. That's where Norman, Oklahoma is. How the three knew each other, we will talk more about that tonight at 6.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, first, let me give my condolences out to the family, the friends, and the church of Pastor Dave Evans, because I know you all are going through it now, and I send, positive energy, good vibrations your way, because this is a sad situation. Now, you all heard the news reporter at the end said that at 6 p.m. she was going to tell everyone how all three of these individuals knew each other. And just let me say that the meetings they had did not take place at church. Now, according to First Lady Christy and the court affidavit, Pastor Dave, along with his wife, first met Khalil Square months ago at the Super 8 motel. Take a breath. Now, y'all know nothing great comes from the Super 8. Now, let me go on with the story. The trio went to the Super 8 motel on more than one occasion, and they had fellowship, communion, laying on of hands, speaking in tongues. I'm trying to keep it very clean here, y'all. I'm trying to walk with me, y'all. Walk with me. Now, this is in the affidavit, and according to First Lady Christy, she told investigators in one of their many meetups at the Super 8 motel, she secretly dropped her phone number on the floor so that Khalil Square would pick it up. And her and Khalil began to have secret rendezvous behind the pastor's back. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Pastor Dave Evans went on a mission trip to Mexico. And while he was on that missions trip, Khalil and his wife were at his house for days. Neighbors reported to the police, and they even gave police surveillance camera of this white Ford Mustang that was at the pastor's house for about 3 days. And they saw this man coming in and out of the house. They have that all on surveillance camera. And then when the pastor arrives back from New Mexico, that's when he is shot with his own gun. Yes, the first lady gave Khalil Square the pastor's gun and told Khalil that she wanted more freedom. She wanted to spend more time with him, and that her husband he didn't love her, and she didn't like the way he talked to her, and that she thought that her and Khalil could have more freedom if Pastor Dave was out of the picture. The first lady set up a plan with Khalil. They executed that plan, and that's why we're here today talking about this topic. Let me say this to First Lady Christie. While your husband was over in Mexico and Khalil Square was over your house for those few days, because the neighbors had their surveillance cameras and they gave that information to the police that showed his white Ford Mustang at your house for a couple of days, instead of planning to harm your husband, why didn't you and him just plan to run away? Why didn't you just go somewhere? I've often said on many of my videos that if the relationship is over, life still goes on, because we don't fall in love, we walk in love. And if the relationship is over, you can walk out of it. But you can't just walk out of prison after you committed this horrible, heinous act. And that's where you and Khalil are going. Now, I know many of you all will say, well, Dawson, you know, he's a pastor, she's a first lady, they have a church, they have a family, they don't need to be doing this type of stuff, and it's just sad and it's shocking. And I'm going to tell you all, I don't look at these people in the light that many of you all look at them like, oh, they are pastor, she's a first lady. Y'all, there are tons of people around the world that have open relationships. There are tons of people who are involved in the swingers lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. But that's still no reason for someone to lose their life. And I know many people will look and they will say, well, she's a pastor's wife and he's a pastor, and why were they involved in that? And you can't trust people. And my thing is, don't trust people, trust yourself. Seriously, all this stuff that we see in the media, all the things that we see other vloggers are talking about, not just me, trust yourself, you all. Oh, I'm going to trust God. Whatever your belief is, you know, I have a little bit of everybody on this show. You know, trust yourself. Stop putting so much trust and faith in people. And, oh, I can't believe they did this. And, oh, you disappointed me and I can't go on. Psh, you're right. I'm going to the gym after I finish this. I'm going on with my life. Life goes on. And what First Lady Christie should have realized is that if she wanted to be with this 26-year-old Khalil Demi Square, she should have just went away with him and went on with her life. There's no reason that Pastor Dave should not be here. There's no reason. People get divorced all the time. People separate. Relationships end. People have a change of heart. What can you do? It's life, and life goes on. Sad situation, and I hope that justice is served on behalf of Pastor Dave Evans, and that First Lady Christie Evans, along with Khalil Demi Square, are locked up for a long time. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this video. Don't hold back. Peace. Oh, let me ask this question also. What do you all think about open relationships? And is it possible to be in love with two people or maybe more at the same time? Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Peace.